think there are three men, if I didn't see correctly, on stage here. Okay, so I know you guys touched on it a bit about it just now, but maybe I can just ask you, ask you again. So how has your journey been, and how has it impacted you or your family? Yeah, and those who've shared a bit, maybe just a key point.
Oh, sorry. Where are my slides? Oh, okay. I can find my slides now. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Oh, lama. Sorry, yeah. Okay. This one you've seen just now. So the question is, how has it impacted me and my family? So when I came to Nu Skin, I actually honestly wasn't wanting to look prettier or slimmer. Maybe I given up on myself at that time. But this is one result: health. Health in terms of becoming slimmer, and also health and fitter, which is something that I never quite expected. And the other thing which I didn't mention was, by the time I got to the age 40 something and being so busy, I didn't have many friends and I didn't have much of a social life. Coming to Nu Skin, it has really changed that aspect, because this is very common, going to holidays with Nu Skin friends, going on holidays with Nu Skin trips. And when I said health, fitness, I mean really it was to an extent which I myself never imagined possible. That is to the extent of going to climb mountains with my upline, who is super fit. So this is in China in 2015, and that mountain was above 5,000 meters. And this is just recently, last week, with my son in Scotland. So you know, it's something I never imagined would happen. And I show this picture to actually illustrate one other point, which is actually time with parents. I don't have many pictures in this presentation, but there's also one of my mom I always use. And you know, remember the financial planner said that I had to be concerned about two groups of people, my parents and then my son, right? The young and the old. 2 years after I started Nu Skin, my mom suffered a massive stroke. And you know, that was the point where I just kept remembering what my financial planner and now my upline says, that you know, the health needs of your parents are going to increase, and your son's going to demand more of you when he grows older because of his education. And already that time, in 2 years on, I could feel the benefit of doing Nu Skin really, because although the household expenses increased by like something like $2,000, like just like overnight, I wasn't in a state of panic. But this picture is actually years later, when I realized that the other thing which I never thought of is that my parents will grow much older and they're gonna need me more. And you know, it's so normal when if you're a working person to just hit and run, see your parents maybe once a week for dinner and that's it. But I mean, I have the privilege of going with them for every checkup. And this is my dad going for a major spinal operation. And I was able to explore all sorts of solutions with him, think through, see Dr. A, Dr. B, Dr. C, before deciding on this thing. And then to have the means and to tell him, go private hospital, doesn't matter, 60K just do it, you know. So this is one thing that I'm very, very grateful for. And in fact, I went to one Nu Skin seminar a long time ago, and this woman said her mother, this woman is a very, very distinguished Nu Skin leader, her mother on her deathbed, after this daughter had spent so much time with this old lady, right, this daughter being a Nu Skin person, the mother said every household should have one Nu Skin person, because then this Nu Skin person can really look after the family. And this is what I have personally experienced. So my son, who was okay lah, he's an okay student, but in the end, he what the financial planner said came true. He did well enough to actually get a place in Oxford. So in 2014, we sent him off on a 4-year course. And this would not have been possible if I was still working. I mean, it would be possible to have that cash come out. But I always tell people, that money is my retirement fund. I wouldn't easily let go of a couple of $100,000 when he already got a perfectly good place in NUS, right, where I studied. So why Oxford? Oxford is his dream, and also is like, the family never dreamt of it. But we said, I still remember saying, I sent him based on a projection of New Skin growing 30% a year. I was so bold. I said, just go, you know. Again, not possible if I was just depending on a job and savings for my retirement. So this boy who had a shaky start in his secondary school, and so he finished with a first class honors. I mean, again, can you imagine if I don't have the money and I deprive him of that? I mean, I'm really, really thankful. So this is how it's impacted my family in a nutshell.
How impacted your family?
How impacted my family?
How impacted?
How impacted my family? You saw already. Picture of my wife, looks like my daughter, and so forth. How impacted my family? I mean, if I've asked, I asked my wife, who's sitting down there, and I asked myself, would I ever go back to work? And the answer is no.
Yeah.
The lifestyle is so different. We live a life whereby we don't have to worry about what happens next in terms of work. Has anybody gone for a holiday and not switch on your phone? Come back, there's no email. I actually came back one email because I changed Google password. Come back without having to worry about the email you have to respond. It's very precious for people who are employed, or even traditional business. When I'm over there, my distributors are running. I come back, the money's still going to the bank account. So that has changed my life. I want to throw it back to you and ask you this question. I always ask people about, hey, you want to do this or not? They say, no, I'm very passionate about my job. I get this response, I'm passionate about my job. Then I rephrase the question. If you had $25,000 coming into your bank account every month, whether you're working or not, what would you be doing? Suddenly answer change. Not passionate with job anymore. If you really believe there's 25,000 coming in, you'll find that the way you think, the way you are as a person change. Could you imagine you save the whole year? You save the whole year just to go for one tour at the end of the year. And then the tour guide screw it up. How would you respond? Go case, report and everything, right? You scold the fellow, right? If you don't have to do that, the money is not an issue, time is not an issue, you just say want to go. The tour guide screwed up, you will say, never mind, we try again with my money. It's perfectly okay. Your generosity as a person totally changed. This is how the business changed people. The way you see things, the way you work things, how forgiving you are, totally changed. You're not angry anymore. You think about it, sometimes you're angry because there's a lack of resources and that person actually took it. You're very angry. Okay, so that's basically what has changed my life. The basic character of my family.
Thank you very much.
Actually, I need to add about the impact. I reflected on this week. I went on a 2-week holiday with my son, just me and my son, and we had a very good time. And I don't take this for granted because I don't think like every son who's 25 years old want to go to a holiday alone with the mother. I mean, and we had a good time. We were like friends, and then I think back, how is this so? And it is because at the time that he was going through his very difficult teenage years is when I actually resigned from my job, and I was actually doing New Skin full time, and the angstful years, when every day you look very murderous. But I mean, at that age, I was around. So that if he wanted to say something, ask something, so is that quality is not something that can take the place of quantity as well. It's not quality time, but the quantity of time is important. Especially an angstful teenager who sometimes want to talk 3 words, want to talk 3 days, talk 1 word. Then the 1 word, when he say, then you are not there. Sorry, miss. Got to wait another 5 days. So I realized that was really precious. I was so thankful, Wow, still my son want to go holiday with me. So
When I was working in stockbroking, we took very nice holidays, but there were times where I had to cut my holiday short and come back because the office needs me. Anytime my phone rings, I'm in Europe, it rings like in the morning, I'm very fearful. Something has happened, my portfolio, my trading book has fallen, some client, I have to get the next plane back. So you're always on tenterhooks. Whatever you did last month, you wonder whether you can repeat next month. And you do worry, because at the time when I was doing this, my two girls were 10 and 6. So I very kiasu, I put money aside. But there is still a problem. What if no more new money comes in? Are we not worried? We should be worried. With Nu Skin, I remember shortly after we achieved the point where we could do whatever we want, I could watch all my daughter's basketball or badminton games at 10:30 on a Tuesday, afternoon of Thursday, until the other schoolmates said, hey, how come your father always got a lot of time one? They always wear shorts and slippers and t-shirt. What does he do? He said, I tell you, you won't believe. Tell me, what does he do? He said he's a loan shark. That's why he got time and financial freedom. He said it's too complicated to explain MLM. I think loan shark easier to explain. You know? So it's a sheer joy. You know, when the upline told me financial freedom, I think I understood the idea of financial freedom means money keep coming in now, right? But the concept of time freedom is very difficult to grasp. Time freedom is not having time to do whatever. It's having time freedom means still got money coming in. This feeling is very hard to describe. I know the concept, but until I enjoy financial and time freedom together, is indescribable. Next, the peace of mind that comes from being able to put your kids through the school, if indeed they can make it to Cambridge or Stanford or Oxford, and if you can't, I think not only it breaks your heart, it breaks their heart. So if you have kids today, please, please, please start now. The other thing I wanted to mention was Help Me. You saw my picture, and whenever we have a school class reunion, my friends will all come in. I don't know where they buy all these shirts, the short sleeve shirt with a check, a very big one. I can never buy that. I say, where do you all buy these shirts from? Very broad one, you know, and the t-shirt. Then they'll look at me and say, you know, it's not right at this age you look like this. I'm not going to stand next to you in the photo. Because, and this truly happened. The wife always say, hey, how come this fellow look like that? Why you look like that? Why he look like that? You know? Because I'm about to be 60. When I was 30, I imagined 60 will be like that, right? But today I'm 60, I still play soccer twice a week. Today, coming to 60, I don't deserve any more income, right? Or an income that I would like to have. But how come my income can keep going up? Go up 20% in 1 month, 40% over a year. Sounds incredible, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So I think, I just want to say, time, financial freedom, youth, health, peace of mind is how I will sum up everything. To me, type 5 is the perfect life. That's all I can say. Yeah, and only with Nu Skin can you achieve it.
Thank you very much. Okay, so one final question. So